got the Ace of Cups, and this card fell out on the floor. So May seems to be a period of cooling off and calming down. I feel like there's a relief here because Ace of Cups, I always get a relief and a renewal. Okay, I did mention something 1 month where there's something about like a baptism or like a conversion, like converting, and it had to do with religion. It could deal with philosophy as well. I would say like ninth house matters, but your ninth house is Virgo, so you want to pay attention to that. There's some messages you could probably receive there. I mean, Virgo rules the sixth house, and Uranus going into your sixth house. I think there's a connection there between your ninth and sixth house. Okay, I feel like you can find relief. So maybe the converting to a new religion or whatever it may be has really helped you reach this point in the year to where I think you could finally trust. It's not so much you can finally trust. I feel like you can finally calm down, and I do feel a lot calmer. You could finally see some results with something, especially when it in regards to relationships, both platonic, romantic, and even business partnerships. I feel like there's some kind of accepting an apology or accepting something that brings some kind of healing. So May seems like a month of healing for you guys. Some of you might retreat and go into solitude, or maybe you go on a vacation that's just like the best vacation you've ever had, or something comes up in May to where you feel pretty chill. So I do feel like there's a lot of activity going on, but like the vibes are totally chill. Things are just flowing naturally. I feel like knowing you have control, you give up control, if that makes any sense. And that could also be that polarity I spoke of in January, where control and no control are opposites, right? They're a polarity of each other. And so you could find yourself in the middle of all of that, knowing you have control and knowing you don't have control, and like being literally in the middle of that union. You're able to bring it together. And so the Ace of Cups does signify a union. It could signify a new relationship. Okay, if you're in a relationship already, whether it's platonic, romantic, or business, this could be a sign that you guys are ready to enter into the new phase. Okay, I feel like there's a with January, we had the Hierophant High Priestess. Last month, we had the World card. I feel like there's these like culmination points, and they're not the exact ending yet. And so, like, I don't know, it's interesting. I kind of feel like there's going to be a lot of culmination points, a lot of moments where you like hit the climax of a story or of a situation, but there's no ending. Like you kind of, it tapers off. If you ever see like the graph of like a story writing, you have like your story, whatever it is, and then the climax, right? And then it goes back down, and it's not the ending of the movie. Like you still have more to go. I feel like you guys still haven't reached your ending, but you keep hitting these climax points. Okay, so May seems like another climax, but it's a softer one because it's the Ace of Cups. Like I definitely feel more at ease here. So I feel like everything up until this point, I feel like you're just like, okay, this is probably going to keep happening where I reach climaxes, and it's like you're going to just learn to just, maybe not learn, but I think you're able to just like, again, no control and control. Like you're able to just flow quite literally. And once again, I just feel like there's so much to say, but like it's not coming through. But also like, I feel like I could spend an hour on each month, honestly. There hasn't been other signs like that. And that's probably why I struggled to start this reading, because I felt the energy before it came. Like, oh my God, there's so much. But yeah, it's really cool, and it's really interesting that this is all happening, so that's what I got for May.